she stepped out and proved.
7-2 on favourite, but this is a race where we've had lots of short price ones. Like Stateman 2 years ago was 7-2 on. He was 5-2 on when he won it in 2023.
An effort for Danny Mullins to keep a lid on him for the early part, but that's it. They are racing for the Boodles Champion Hurdle Grade 1 contest over 2 miles, and they are cheered away as they make their way on towards flight number 1, and it is Golden Ace who's going to take up the early running with Willful. Lossiemouth prominent towards the wide outside, Absurd on the inner, and they're chased by Amsterdam, who is awkward over flight number 1. William Money just keen in behind, and last of all is Glenkiln as they make their way on past the winning post. They've got one circuit to sort them out in the Boodles Champion Hurdle. Willful and Golden Ace going at it together at 32 miles an hour. Lossiemouth is slotted in behind them in third. Already a gap opening up to Absurd, Amsterdam, William Money and Glenkiln. 3 have broken clear in the early part, David.
Yeah, ideal for Paul. See, she's a little bit in his hands now, coming to the second, and she hasn't raced like that throughout the season, Richard, but it's ideal for Paul. He's got 2 horses in front of him going a really, really good gallop up against the hill, and they're going to turn here, and they're not going to slow down coming down the hill, and that's for sure. I was always going to be worried. I see Amsterdam and William Money have swapped places at the back. 2 horses are racing very, very keenly, and Harry Cobden is sneaking up on the inside of Paul there just to keep him honest.
Amsterdam has missed the first 3 flights. That's why he's at the back. Down the hill they go, and it is on the inside Willful, the county hurdle winner. On the near side is Golden Ace, the former champion, the reigning champion. Lossiemouth strong in third. Glenkiln's up on the outside of Absurd, and then William Money on his return to action, shuffling Amsterdam back to the back spot as they race down now to go towards flight number 4, and levelling off Golden Ace with Willful on the inside. Lossiemouth enthusiastic close in behind in third, then Absurd with William Money getting a little closer. They're chased by Glenkiln, and Amsterdam reigns last of all as they begin to make their way now on the turn. That's going to bring them into the back straight, and Absurd is strong, so too is Lossiemouth, so too is Golden Ace. There's plenty of riders here just wanting to conserve it.
Yeah, Golden Ace first time cheek pieces really has lit her up now. I've never seen her travel as well as she is today. She's really enjoying herself, her ears pricked and having a good look, and Larkin is getting a good spin of her out in front, but Absurd is absolutely running away with Harry Cobden. He'd really need to spit out the bit just to give him a chance to come home and finish the race.
They've only just begun to notch over 30 miles an hour, so maybe they'll settle a little more now. It's Golden Ace from Willful, and then Lossiemouth. Absurd jump through on her inside. William Money is close in behind as they go to race on their way right over towards the end of the back straight, and out front it is Golden Ace from Willful. On the inside and third spot is Absurd. Lossiemouth is now 4, William Money is 5. They're being chased by Glenkiln, and next up behind Glenkiln is Amsterdam as they begin to make their way out of the back straight and on down along the side of the track, and it's Golden Ace who leads them along, being chased in second spot by Willful. Lossiemouth is third, Golden Ace is 4, and they're being followed back in 5 by William Money, who still travels strongly, and next up behind this one Glenkiln and Amsterdam as they make their way down along the side of the track to take the first of the 2 flights along this section. And out front it's going to be Golden Ace with on the outside Willful. Lossiemouth widest of 3, Absurd is just in behind them. William Money is next, and they're followed by Amsterdam and Glenkiln as they make their way now towards the second last, and Golden Ace leads them along from Willful. Right behind them is Lossiemouth. They're followed by William Money. Now they're really quicken up into the turn. They've got 1 flight left to jump in the Boodles Champion Hurdle, and they're tightly bunched up front. In front is Golden Ace with the county hurdle winner Willful in between 2 champions, because now Lossiemouth is beginning to make her challenge on the outside of 3. A couple of champion hurdlers and a county hurdle winner make their way into the straight. Paul Townend takes a look around. He looks comfortable. It's Lossiemouth on the near side squeezing up Willful, who shuffles out. Golden Ace is on the inside making the way on now towards the final flight, and it's Lossiemouth pressing on from Golden Ace. Willful third, William Money and Amsterdam next. 1 flight left to jump, and Lossiemouth is over, beginning to stretch away. In second is Golden Ace, back in third is Willful, but inside the closing stages Lossiemouth was always top of the mares division. She stepped up to open division this year. She's the queen of the hurdling division. 2 festival successes for Lossiemouth. Back in second is Golden Ace, third behind these is Willful, then Amsterdam, then William Money. Glenkiln and Absurd is the final finisher, but Lossiemouth, it was so easy for her, Davy. She quick and clear off the turn. She looked all class at Cheltenham. She's reconfirmed that here, and she really is top of the hurdling pile.
She is, and Paul Townend was like a boy racer, spinning the wheels down the straight there, showing off her class. She'd put a good bit of distance between them from the back of the last to the line. It wasn't all plain sailing for him. She did race a little bit up in his hands, and I just thought for a couple of strides down the back when she did settle whether she'd come back on it again, but here at the second last, she got her an absolute fabulous jump. Now the lads are going at it good and hard, and they did put her to the sword, but Paul always had him covered. He always had every move covered. You were looking to behind him, maybe Amsterdam there for a couple of strides. You might thought he was going to really run a good race, but from here on in now, Paul is just showing off. Really, he's like one of them boy racers with his alloy wheels and down to the last. And luckily again, you know, in these situations when you're going that easy, you always want to meet the last on a lovely stride so you can keep that momentum, that forward momentum.
She actually
going.
changed her legs 3 strides beforehand to put herself right. She's been around doing it
around
before, hasn't she?
Time, yeah.
She's 15 from 19 now. She's 11 grade 1s, and Paul doesn't always get animated, but I think when he makes his way over to Kate, not sure if he's quite with Katie yet. He's not far away. But
a season of seasons for Paul Townend. You just look down the races.
The 3 at Cheltenham,
oh
the Grand National. He's had Illitown, Tom, Gaelic War. He's done the three threes, if you like. He's done the Gold Cup, Champion Hurdle, and Champion Chase at Punchestown and at Cheltenham. And to keep himself interested in the interim, he's won the Grand National a season of season. He's not champion. That's the only thing we can take off him.
No, but at the same time, you know, you'd give up the championship for the season that he's after having, and we'll have a good champion, whether it be Dara or it looks like Jack now at this stage, and he's a fabulous champion. But we have exceptional jockeys, as we said. You know, who was going to replace Ruby and Barry Geraghty and all of them lads, but they've been well replaced by the current crop, and none better than the man that Katie is just about to speak to.
Yes, I think she has him now. He's gone through all the photographers, so he should be set to go to tell Katie exactly what his view was in behind the ears of the champion, Lossiemouth.
Second in both stairs.
Paul, that was absolutely brilliant. She's just dynamite, isn't she?
You go a long way to find one like her again, won't we? And look, she's so simple now as well. Put her where you want. You go to the start, line her up there, and take it as the race presents it to you. Yeah.
When a really good gallop, booked out, and they went 32 miles an hour, 33, steadied up to 30. She was lovely up passing here, and then she settled away lovely. But she's just so straightforward.
Yeah.
From the time we left the back straight, she just locked on.
It looked
very simple.
Leaving the back straight over by the 5. And, you know, I was trying to keep it as simple as I could, which can often end up complicating it more. But you trust her. She's so much ability that you just don't want to have a hard luck story, I suppose, in something like that. But no, she was dynamite. Once I grabbed hold of her, she was alive underneath me, and away with her down the straight.
Paul, this has been a remarkable season. Champion Hurl, Champion Chase, Gold Cup, Ireland and England. You reminded me Ireland and England. You weren't letting me
Very
forget
important,
it.
you know. And second in both stairs.
Yeah, super season,
yeah.
and an English national.
English national, just to put the cherry on top. Brilliant season. What can I say? I'm in the right camp to be on these very good horses, and very fortunate. We're all lucky to have the owners backing us, lucky to have a great team of lads in the yard, from Paddy Dowling and Ben Delmar, that we don't see driving the tractors and the lorries and things. It's a massive team effort, and I just get to steer them around to the races. It's great.
Well, you're doing a pretty good job of that, Paul. Paul, it's been a remarkable season, surrounded by fantastic horses, and horses really to look forward to next year.
Yeah. It's next year comes around pretty quick, so we'll try again.
What was the biggest highlight?
Oh, you have me on the hop now. Each of these festivals from Christmas roll into the next one, so to be honest, they're nearly wasted on you at the time, but when we get tomorrow over and done with, we'll reflect on it, and there's a lot of highs in there, you know, like when Tingle Creek earlier in the year, forgot about it, you know, so that's embarrassing to be in the position that you forget something like that.
Oh, well done.
Thank you.
Oh, what a success. Did you enjoy that, folks? Richie, the mayor is a star, and so are you. What a performance.
Well, I'm not a star. It's all down to the mayor, Willie, the whole team. Brilliant. To do that, it's a dream season. You know, you dream of these things. But I can tell you, living it, it's very hard. I get so nervous, and it's just very different. But it's an amazing season, and we've had such lovely horses in the past, but this is really something special, and very appreciative.
Tell me you had a peek at the big screen, did you?
I did. I was watching it over by the Colm Quinn car thing. And when I heard that she was coming, I turned around and she was tanking, and I said, wow, isn't that great? But fair play to the second. I mean, Golden Ace is a fantastic mare, and she ran a great race, and lovely people as well. So just magic.
Great to see the mares first and second. Like any power was coming into this with 4 pound superior to Lossiemouth, but I think this Lossiemouth could be the real machine.
She's incredible, isn't she? She's just a lovely mare. And look, hopefully we go back and do it again at Cheltenham next season and maybe here again. But fantastic.
Why do you love her so much?
I think the longevity. I think the fact that she's won for so long and so many times going to Cheltenham and winning. You know, we've had a lot of great horses that haven't gone on over time. And this one has been special because she gets it every time.
Around, Alan, you can see Susanna Richard's wife leading in this great mare. Richard, you go and give her a round of applause and a pat because she's a mare of a lifetime.
She is. Thank you very much. Thanks, everyone.